Hello, Chris. How are you? I'd like to thank you so much for accepting me for round two. And I'd like to tell you that actually answering all these questions, I found out a lot about myself. It was actually fun. So let's get started. The first question: what is my relationship to failure? I believe failure is something natural. I accept it as a necessary step in my own development as a person and artist. I believe that the sooner I accept that I failed, the sooner I can move on, but only by learning from that failure. And this way, it won't stay in the way to my success. And my way to cope with this is to always remember I try my best. Now, I always remember that no matter what, I try my best. The failure won't bother me as much, and I'll be able to move on freely. The second question, my biggest struggle. My biggest struggle is confidence. Besides creating the visual stories, which is what I talked about in the first part of the submission. When I start something new, I have the negative thoughts. I question myself, and I wonder if I'll ever get there as an illustrator or as an artist. But I don't let that get to me so much because, to be honest, I think that the struggle part is something that will always be present in an artist's life. There will always be moments when you struggle with your abilities as an artist. And what I do to move on from that is I remember what Vincent Van Gogh said. He said that if your mind tells you cannot paint, then by all means paint. This way you will silence that voice, and but only by working on it. And by thinking this way, I think that's part of my strongest strength. I don't let the frustration get in my way. I actually use the frustration and the anger in a positive way. The more I think my mind tells me I cannot do it, the more I want to do it. I challenge myself to be even better than I imagined. And I do that because I always think about the philosophy in which there's nothing in the world can take the place of work, persistence, and determination. I go after what I want, even though I'm afraid and anxious. And I'm able to do that because I went through so many different situations when I came to the United States that I developed my second biggest strength. I am flexible. I'm able to adapt myself to different situations. And the other question is, what are my biggest dream? My biggest dream is related to being able to work in a place in which I produce something wonderful and imaginative within a group. I am not a freelancer type of person. I actually work better with other creative minds. I work better within a group, and because I believe that we can accomplish something that is not only wonderful but something that will reach people and affect them in a good way. And I have this dream that I see my name in the end credits of an animated movie or a cartoon and a game, and by seeing my name there, I can say I did it, and together with that, we did it, because I know that we reached that level of something that so wonderful as a group, because two minds work better than one, especially when creative minds who are committed to doing something wonderful. What do I have to offer to my fellow students? I love to share information. I love to be in a conversation. I am not a shy kind of person. I actually approach people a lot. I'm always curious about what people have to, what they can give us as information, what they can teach, and I actually cannot help myself. If I see someone talking about something that is interesting, I want to learn it, and it's the other way around. I always want to help people and tell them, not tell them, but teach them the better way or give them information. And actually, by doing that, I learn more. I know that when I share information, that person also has something to share with me. And I love to make people laugh. I actually think that a sense of humor is something very important, not only as an artist, but in anything in life. I love to make people laugh, not as a silly thing, but as a way to loosen up the group and bring a positive energy within that group. Because I think that way the artist will get loosened up, he will relax and won't be worried so much about the other people judging them, and they will even forget about the self doubt when creating something. And the last question, how do I respond to tough love criticism? I went through that honestly. I take a big breath, I think about it, I have my reaction, and then I move on. And when I come back, I'm ready for more. I have the mentality that by doing that, I will become better. And many times I will surprise myself. I believe that mourning the feedback and prolonging the self-pity will only prolong the bad mood you're in. I understand that when the critic gives a critique like that, and he's the right person, a person who's knowledgeable about what he's talking about, and he's doing it to help the artist because he wants to see the work elevated to his very best, to push the artist as hard as he knows the artist can be pushed on to perform, create, and achieve, so that the artist can be the very best they can be, to be at the very best possible. I know it hurts. I know as an artist it affects us more than other people, but that's what I do. I know deep down it's something that will make me even better. So thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for accepting me for the second round, and hopefully we get to talk soon. Thank you so much, Chris. Bye bye.